Hey, it's Game Hydro. Got another video for you about Run Goddess. We're going to primarily talk about the arena today. What kind of factors go into beating it, other players in the arena, matchups, things like that. So, and if you're one of the players who keeps getting beat by players with millions less points than you, then you'll probably want to watch this, because we'll tell you why that is, and we'll tell you how to mitigate it, and we'll tell you how to be one of those players that is beating more powerful players. All right, so first thing, obviously, that goes into it is the power level of your top 5, which includes your top 4 Valkyries plus the Dawnbringer. Now, obviously, your main your Valkyries, their overall battle power is going to be defined by their experience level plus their star level. Now, one area that does not define the overall Valkyrie's power level too much, but has a crucial effect in battle, is the level of their skills plus how many skills you unlock. They unlock at different experience levels and star levels, and the skills need to be consistently upgraded in order to have maximum effectiveness. The third skill on the loadout for a diva, or rather for a Valkyrie, is typically a boost that affects all Valkyries, a passive boost, if you will. So for her, for example, increases damage reflection by 30, increases all Valkyries attack by 15. Now, stats like increasing overall attack to me are far more valuable than increasing something like skill crit, but you kind of need all of them. We're going to upgrade that to level 5. We're going to upgrade one of these to level 5. Let's go with the main attack from 83% to 91%. So despite the very small jump in power level, that's going to have a big impact. So obviously the power level will increase pretty significantly once you star up a Valkyrie, but the skill boosts, while not increasing the power level, will be extraordinarily important for battle. Another key factor is the skills. So over in the skills area, look at the top of the screen. Dawnbringer and Valkyrie hit points, attack, and defense is 849.5. Now, if you start tapping individual skills, you'll notice that they have hit point, attack, and defense boosts. And sometimes those boosts don't look like what you would expect for the rarity. For example, I believe the highest boost here is what we get from the fine level Radiant Strike Grenade. That would be an 81% hit points, attack, and defense boost. However, it is not the skills that are currently equipped that determine the boost. It is all the skills put together. So each time that you draw skills, you get more fodder to give you higher levels. Each time that you draw skills, you can then, let's back it up here. Actually, let's use another free draw. Now we're out of free draws, but now we can go to quick upgrade, and you see at the top of the screen when we hit that button, the multiplier increased to 853% from 837%, or so it was before. But here's another very important factor. Tap the skill. Look at what the description is. In this case, a purple laser descends from the sky, dealing 27% single target damage every 2.2 seconds. All right, so that's a pretty rapid shooter. And then this one over here, a dual effect bomb descends from the sky, dealing 419% damage to a single enemy. And then over here, 5 destruction bombs fall from the sky, each dealing 257% area damage. And then you can also see the cooldown. For example, for the laser shield, it's 19 seconds. For the dual effect bomb, it's 25 seconds. For destruction zone, it's 15 seconds. Only 15 seconds is pretty good. So, what does this mean for you? In some cases, when it comes to the arena, you're going to have to do a bit of a different skill loadout than you would with just plain old campaigns and things like that. So, in general, with the arena, that you get some that target a random enemy like this. Now, that's a lot of damage, yes, but the fact remains that it's a random enemy that's being targeted. So, it could, in an arena battle, it could be targeting the least powerful or most powerful Valkyrie that an opponent is running out. And it's only one target as opposed to something like this, which has 5 different bombs that deal area damage to multiple targets. So 5 bombs with that percentage equals out to about 1,280%, which is far more than the 419% over here, and it has a far shorter cooldown. So you're going to want to look through the descriptions of the skills and equip skills depending on which ones are most effective for the arena. This one I don't consider effective for the arena at all, so we've already unequipped that and replaced it. Now, I'll use it as an example. Quick equip, it puts it back in, remove. Now, why would I want the Ice Mist Grenade? 5 Ice Mist bombs descend from the sky, each dealing 39% area damage with an 11-second cooldown. So it doesn't sound like a whole lot of area damage, but it's a really fast cooldown. And 5 times 39 equals out to about just under 200%. And and with area damage, that damage equals out to something higher overall than 195%, because you're hitting multiple targets at once. So you could, in effect, be dealing more overall damage than that other skill with its single target of the higher rarity. And you get an even smaller, you get literally half the cooldown. So that's why we chose to equip the Ice Grenade. Over here, Electro Fence, triggered by an explosion, 145% area damage. That's decent, and area damage is better than the alternative. And over here, 5 flash beam missiles descend from the sky, each dealing 106% area explosion damage. So that's a total of about 530%. Not even taking into account when they hit more than one enemy at a time. All right. And then you got skills of the lower rarities like here. And like this 5 explosive grenade skill with a 10-second cooldown. You know what? I want to equip that. What do we want to get rid of? Let's see if that was worth it. No, not worth it. But which one did we just get rid of? Okay, back to skills. 1, 2, 3, 4. That one only has 1 hit as opposed to the 5 hits of that area bomb one. So that was fine to get rid of. And the percentage multiplier stays the same because, like we said, it's a factor of every skill, not just the ones that you have equipped. All right. So those are the main factors that play into it. And there's different ways to increase your overall power level too. For example, there's the collection, the Dragon Fighter, the Titan, which is formerly known as the tank, and even the costumes that you can equip on your characters, as well, of course, as the Dawnbringer. The more powerful the Dawnbringer, the more overall skills and power level you get. So we're going to go to the arena. And the Freedom Arena is primarily the one we're talking about here. The Dimensional Arena is something completely different. But the Freedom Arena is pretty much what everybody refers to when they say arena. Right now, our power level is 4.7 million. Some interesting usernames in here. Let's go up against this 3.2 million person and see how we do. Now, even with all of the of the high power levels that we got running here, and with all of the skill optimizing, you're still occasionally going to have levels that you can't beat for some inexplicable reason. Some of them, of which may include more powerful players, some which include less powerful players. For example, this Athena 123 player, we are probably going to lose against, although a comeback is possible at this point. I've seen crazier comebacks than this happen, especially when only the ultra rare is left. So we're going to let this play out. Looks like my ultra rare is putting up a decent fight here. Unfortunately, just out of time before we got the chance to make a comeback. And your mix of Valkyries also can count as far as the arena goes. Your Valkyries are divided into 3 different types. You got Titan type, which is a tank, DPS type, which is primarily an attacker, and support type, which is primarily kind of a more well-balanced one that also may include some sort of healing abilities. This one does not include healing abilities, mostly just shooting, but some do, and the passive skill often relates to increasing defense, although in this case, she actually increases the attack power of pretty much all of them. All right, what do we got for other support types? Skills. Primarily an attacker. Increases all characters' attack and defense by 40. That's a good one to have, but we're going to stay on topic here. So, obviously, we lost against a more powerful player in the arena. Or, excuse me, a less powerful player. Now, sometimes you can actually have better luck against a more powerful player with less medals. I'm going to test that theory. Find a player that is slightly more powerful. I'm thinking between 5 million and 5.5 million. Let's try Miku Mi. So I'm at 4.7, they're at 5.4. Last time I played a more powerful player, I completely smoked them. In this case, I'm the one that's getting completely smoked, but, you know, as happens in the arena. No real shame in that, I suppose. All right, let's try one more arena challenge battle. See what happens. Now, of course, the main way that you want to try to increase your power level, your medal level in the arena, is by simply searching for players who are significantly less powerful that you have basically a 100% shot at beating. This is not one of those players. This is, let's try Punkulus over here. See what happens. Slow it down to 1x. Looks like this one is going to get the better of us for now. Which means that more skills need to be unlocked so that we can upgrade the levels of the skills primarily. Because skill levels don't have caps the way that Valkyrie levels do, because Valkyrie levels tend to be capped by the Dawnbringer. But with skill levels, you can essentially upgrade them infinitely, and you can, if you're a pay-to-win player, you can purchase all the upgrades you want. Because you can draw skills, and if you run out of skill tickets, all you gotta do is spend gems. And then, of course, if you run out of arena tickets, you can go here, hit the little plus button next to the arena tickets, and the less of them that you purchase at a time, the cheaper they are. So the first one is 40, second one is 80, third one is 120, etc., and so on and so forth. So just be judicious about what you spend. Also, keep experimenting and trying out different skills. So we're going to put this one back, see what happens. Go to the arena. We got one. Challenge. Let's go against Reject. They're pretty close in power to us. And see how things go. Off to an excellent start so far. So occasionally when it comes to enemies, picking off one character at a time might just be the trick, which is what those single target ones can often be good for. All right, that's our guide to the arena. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. And if you want to see some more Run Goddess content, then let us know what you want to see.